What's up, guys? StarkSparks3 here again today, and it is story time. I thought I'd mix it up a little bit and give you guys a story today. So here we go. So in my younger years, my brother and I were in Boy Scouts, and we were selling popcorn, we were going to campouts, we were going on hiking trips, and all the normal stuff that Boy Scouts do. Well, one weekend, my troop planned to go on a day hike. Now, usually this hike is for newer and younger members to kind of help them progress through the ranks, as it's a requirement for one of the ranks. And when we were driving home, we kind of decided that a boring day hike wasn't enough, and that we wanted to turn it into a camp out. So we went all out and bought backpacking tents, filtration systems for water, backpacking food, dehydrated food. Well, it came to the day of the hike, and we meet our troop at 6 o'clock in the morning because we wanted to be able to get through the hike before sunset. So we hiked about 8 to 9 miles on this trail before we hit the campsite. And when we got there, my dad and I kind of stopped and made camp. We set up our 3 tents, gathered some firewood, and replenished our water bottles that we'd brought. Well, my brother had went on with the rest of the troop so he could finish up his requirement for his rank, as he was still a younger scout. Eventually, my troop circled back towards the campsite, finishing up their hike, and we started to talk to them. We were seeing how their hike had went and all that sort of stuff. And as the last of the stragglers came into the campsite to take a little break, we noticed something. Josh was not with them. So my dad starts getting worried. Now, my dad was worried about Josh and where he was, but he was more worried about what my mom would say. You see, it was always Josh that was getting into trouble on campouts. And it's not trouble with authority. He was a kind of strong personality kind of kid. You know, he did clash heads with people, but it was more of him almost getting crushed by boulders, almost losing limbs, but all of that's for other stories. He was always getting into sticky situations. So as soon as we notice that Josh isn't with the rest of the troop, we go full on search mode. We have helicopters hovering overhead, dogs are appearing out of nowhere, boats are searching the coast. No, I'm just kidding. Me and my dad and a couple of the adult leaders who had knowledge of the trail already went ahead and searched for about 45 minutes to an hour, and eventually, while we were searching, we found Josh on one of the roads. The entire time we were searching for Josh, people were yelling for him, and then they were turning to us and saying they were so sorry and apologizing that they had lost him. We ended up still following through with our plans and had a wonderful time spending the night and all that sort of stuff. Now, usually our dad picks us up from scout nights, and come Monday, we went through the entire meeting without anybody saying anything to us. We were like, we are definitely in the clear. Well, apparently my dad had got caught up in some TV show that he was watching, so our mother comes to pick us up. Now, not knowing that my mom was coming to pick us up, we had no clue. We weren't waiting outside for her or anything. Well, she comes in to get us. So Josh and I immediately see her and start pulling some 007, saving the girl, rushing her out of enemy territory, gunfire overhead, kind of stuff. We instantly rush over to her and start pushing her out the door. We're all Secret Service up in here. No one talks to her without going through us. We got this. We make it all the way to the door, and what happens? Our assistant scoutmaster that had went on the hike with us walked through the door. Now, my brother and I at this point are looking at each other and we're praying those prayers. God, please don't let him say anything. And of course, what does he do? He walks in, sees my mother, and he immediately starts apologizing for losing Josh. Josh and I look at each other and we're like, dude, it's time to get out of here. So we go out the door, and unfortunately, we still had to ride home with her, and we got an earful. To this day, she still reminds my father and I about keeping secrets from her. So I guess the point of the story is, mother always knows. Or mother always finds out. So don't lie to your mom. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.